readings for April the 23rd through April the 29th. Is that right? I think it is. It is. So let's talk. Well, first of all, this is a general reading, guys. If you want a personal reading, that information is in the description box below. It's for your sun, moon and rising. I've put links to those videos below. If they're not there immediately, sometimes it takes me a while, but they will be there. Now, what else? Please, first of all, I want to thank you all for liking, sharing and commenting and subscribing. As of now, when I record it, I have 2,999 subscribers. So by the time you watch it, I'm hoping I will have over 3,000. And I am so grateful. I looked at, I track how many subscribers I have, and on December the 24th, Christmas Eve, I had 1,980 something. 986, I think it was, something, or 83. Of course, I've already forgotten, but so I am very grateful that I have 1,000 more in just a few months. So thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Now, don't forget to please like my videos, share them on your social media, give me a thumbs up, comment, and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And now let's go to the astrological report first, and then into your readings. So during this week, we have Mars square to Uranus. Now, it doesn't go exact until early May, but we're definitely feeling it, and Mars is energizing the Uranus-Pluto square and all that kind of revolutionary energy. So, you know, eruptions, and it's going to be this week astrologically is challenging. I'm not going to lie, guys. So let's hope that the readings are much better than what's going on astrologically. So from the 27th, I think it is, it's like the last 3 days, Uranus is at the last degrees of Aries. And this, because this tends to bring out the shadow side of the sign, right? The shadow qualities. So for Aries, it's aggression, it's impatience, it's domineering, and impulsivity. So listen, we need to be mindful of how we respond to people. So we need to take a deep breath. We'll have these like impatient, irritative kind of reactions, perhaps, when you're driving or something, but just take a breath before you react. Be aware of this energy so that you can go, oh yeah, okay, I get where that's coming from, right? So be mindful. And then on the 29th at 8:58 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I think it's 1:58 a.m. in the UK, we have the full moon in Scorpio. This is going to be really emotional. It's kind of an emotional moon. This, this moon is at 9 degrees of Scorpio, and it's going to kind of stimulate the total lunar eclipse we had on the 31st of January. So ask yourself what was going on with you then, because that's it's going to stimulate that energy again. Now, the full moon, Scorpio is very it's about suppressed feelings, right? Unspoken feelings and suppressed. And excuse me, with the sun in Taurus, the sun is always opposite the full moon, right? At the full moon. And it's funny, well, Taurus and Scorpio are opposites. Now, Taurus is about, personal security and possessions. And with this full moon in Scorpio, with Pluto ruling Scorpio, listen, this could kind of bring us into like a victim mode. You know, it's very easy. I have been feeling this energy big time. It's been very emotional. I can feel it coming up. It's interesting. And also, you know, we've got the whole Chiron vulnerability going on too. So it's a very emotional time for us, but we just have to remember, guys, this too shall pass. Nothing says, the only guarantee in life is change. So let's just move through this time as best as we can. And as peaceful and, you know, balanced as we can. So when we're aware of these energies, then we can kind of maneuver around them, yeah? Okay, well listen, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and let's go to your reading, shall we? Hello Virgo, and welcome to your reading for April the 23rd through April the 29th. And darling, there's definitely crossover here with Leo. If you've got a sun, moon and rising in Leo, check that out too. The first card that came up for you, do not freak out, is the Death card. This came out for Leo, and that's why I say that. And another card, another same card came out. This is basically the full moon that's happening. You know, the full moon on the 29th in Scorpio. You know, Pluto rules this. This is, you know, Pluto's card. This is about degeneration and regeneration. It's death and rebirth. This is about an internal change, a fundamental internal change. This is about, look, releasing. Look, stuff is going to come up for you this week. No doubt about it. There's going to be some stuff that comes up for you, and it's going to be emotional. It's going to feel very emotional. You've got the King of Water here clarifying this. So this is going to feel very emotional, which is, you know, this whole, look, this is so, look, this just represents, you know, the full moon in Scorpio. This is like, you know, Scorpio's a water sign as well, and you've got the wonderful counselor. This is an 8, sorry, this is 13, right? Death is 13, 1 and 3 is 4. It's a foundation. So listen, this is about whatever's coming up, it's time to look at it and then release it. This full moon is a wonderful opportunity to do that. It really is. And whatever's coming up, you can get help. You're definitely going to have help with it. Yes, it's emotional. Yes, but once it's gone, it's like this wonderful freedom. The new you is being born, and this is rebirth. This is a total internal transformation. It's you changing on a very, very deep level. It's like, it's almost like it's like a snake shedding the skin. You come out all brand new and shiny and energized and rejuvenated, right? We can't have regeneration without degeneration, right? So, you know, you've got, there's destruction and then there's structure. You know, it goes hand in hand. So it's like getting rid of the old and bringing out the new. Now, the next card we have is the Six of Pentacles, right? The Six of Pentacles is the service card. It's about being of service for others. And sometimes it's about you having that service. But I am getting that this is important for you to... You are the social worker of the zodiac, for God's sake. This is you, darling. This is you helping everyone. So I don't even have to tell you that, Virgo, because that's what you are. And this is like being in that energy. And look, you have, clarifying it, you've got 2 cards. You've got the Love card. And number 6 is your number, darling. Number 6 is Virgo's number. You know, you're ruled by the 6th house, right? You know, that's your number in the, you're the 6th sign in the zodiac. So love is about treating others the way you want to be treated. This is about treating, if you want to be respected, you treat people with respect. If you want to be loved, you love people. If you want to be heard, then you need to listen to people, right? I mean, it's just reflecting yourself in someone else. It's seeing you in everyone. It's looking at people's similarities instead of their differences. And the 7 of Earth. Stop criticizing yourself and others, Virgo. That's your shadow side. You know that. You've got to drop, you know, it's easy for this. I really feel that this is more about you. Stop criticizing yourself. It's like in your head, you can do more, you can do this, you haven't done that. It's that whole, you know, your keywords are I analyze. So you're in your head, right? So you really need to come out of your head. This is saying, just stop for a moment. Take a look at all your accomplishments. Focus on what you've accomplished. Focus on what's working for you and give yourself credit. Say, wow. You know, when you stop, because it's so easy to say, I haven't done this, I haven't done that, and oh, I'm terrible, and I haven't done this, and I'm the worst person. And then when you start focusing on what you have done, you're like, oh, wow, oh, yeah, that's right, I did that. Oh, and I did that. Oh, I'm pretty good. And that's what you're being asked. This is the energy that you're being asked to be in. Drop the criticism on yourself, the self-criticism, and start acknowledging what you've done. And this is interesting. Okay, so we've got the 7 of Swords, right? Which makes me think there's something nefarious going on. Now, this could mean someone's stealing from you, but I don't think it is that. What I'm getting is that I think you're lying to yourself about something. Well, I'll tell you what's right next to it is the juggling card. So this could mean that you're like, you've got to be focused, right? So I feel that you're not getting honest with yourself, and you've got to be very honest here, and you've got to know your limitations, and you've got to keep your eye on the ball. Don't get tempted, because you've got the temptation clarifying it, right? Don't get tempted to be distracted with things like eating. You know, this can manifest in so many things. It can be like too much sex, too much eating, too much drinking, too much whatever it is that takes you out of the present moment, right? So this temptation is like the temptation to overshop, perhaps overspend money, whatever it is. You're being asked to be aware of the temptations and don't fall for them. Be honest with yourself, because this is like you're not being honest with yourself, right? You've got to really keep the focus on the present moment, because this is like being an incredible multitasker, right? This is sometimes like you've got 2 jobs, you've got, you know, you've got all these things that you have to do. You are inundated with responsibilities. Maybe you're looking after somebody else's kid. Maybe, you know, you've also got to work and you've got to do this volunteer work and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, shh, taking your eye off the ball, it'll all fall away. So you've really kind of got to be honest with yourself. Recognize your limitations, what you can and what you can't do, but under no circumstances get tempted to overdo it. Oh, look at that. It's 15. That's 1 and 5 is 6. It's your number again, darling. Temptation. My sister, don't get a step away from the cake, Kathleen. Don't eat that piece of cake. She's going to kill me. Step away from that temptation. Virgo, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, comment and share. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week. To inquire about or purchase any of Mary's services, please email mary@liveinthesolution.com.